distance from me.
Who would that say? Cascade of pain.
Stop.
Cascade of pain. Take this. Stop.
You forced an intervention, Nomad.
Shall obey my order.
They're coming.
Irrelevant.
Take this by tactical.
No on mine.
I'll do something.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Mortal flesh is so valuable.
Hey everyone, Azir here. Today I'm back with the part 2 of my Poison Animate Weapon of Range Arms build progression in Path of Exile Legacy of Phrecia. Before we dive into the changes I have made, I highly recommend you to check out my first video where I showcased the early phase of this build, all with just 3 divines invested. Now, before I get into the updates, let me quickly go over the pros and cons of this build. It has great damage potential with solid scaling as the build improves. It has a defensive playstyle where you can stay mobile, dodging threats while your animated weapons handle the enemies. Spectres and Animate Guardian provide valuable utility by taunting enemies, giving you breathing room. High block chance for both attack and spell damage, making you fairly durable. This build has a very clunky resummoning process. So let me show you how the summoning process of this build works. Currently I have an Unleash support to help me with this one, but let me show you how it works without the Unleash support. First we cast out Bladefall, where it leaves these lingering blades that we can turn into animate weapon. However, animate weapon can only transform one at a time, and it has a very slow casting time. Please look at the status symbol up above to see how fast we are generating this animated weapon. You can see that I am summoning them one by one and it's taking so long. And there you have it. I reached max 20 animated weapon, and it took me a while to do that. Let me remove those animated weapon for now. Okay, so let me do it with Unleash support, and this time it can summon 4 at a time as long as we have 3 stacks of Unleash. You can see it here, it shows 3, and currently we have 4 animated weapons, and I will click it once. See, it immediately add 4 more animated weapon. But still, the resummoning process is pretty clunky. So what I do in actual mapping is I run around, and this animated weapon will stay for, in my case, 65.60 seconds. So maybe around after 50 seconds or a minute, I will resummon one batch, then move around, resummon another batch, and so on. Not really a big problem on mapping, but the major problem occurs on boss fight. Imagine you are in a Maven fight and all your animated weapons were killed or one-shot by bosses. Just imagine that you need to resummon those animated weapons again mid-fight. So that is one of the major problems of this build. This build is also damage over time reliant. So while the poison stacking the solid damage, enemies can still hit you during the build-up phase. Here are some of the key improvements to enhance both damage and survivability. Looking at our weapon, you can see that I haven't really changed majority of the weapon except for Ashes of the Stars, where I picked up for 1 divine. I added an Anoint Death Attunement to increase the number of Spectres that we can raise. Also, I got a Svalinn that I picked up at 6 divines during that time, but both Ashes of the Stars and Svalinn decreases its price every day, so you could probably see a cheaper Svalinn in the trade market right now. I also have this jewel, Amanamu's Gaze. I purchased it at around 3 divines. This greatly improves our poison damage. Also, this one, Elegant Hubris Timeless Jewel. It should be commemorated by Kadiro to increase, to change our nodes, and so we could have this minion deal 80% increased damage. And another one, if you could get 3 80% increased damage, that would be the best scenario, but that would be very expensive, of course. What I have here, I picked this one I was very lucky to get this at around 1 divine only, with the addition of this chance to block attack damage. And I was able to allocate nodes here because of this jewel, Impossible Escape, where it allows me to allocate nodes around agnostic keystone. So we put this one, Redemption, Righteous Army, and this one, Slumlord. How can you find a jewel like this? I personally use a timeless calculator, wherein I will put the link on the description below. Please try to check it out. And just a warning, do not just buy any timeless jewel just with the same name or the same number. As you can see here, use the calculator first. For our Spectres and Animate Guardian to help improve the build, I was now able to get a perfect Warlord that casts Vitality, improving sustain for both me and my minions. Perfect Forest Warrior, where I already have it during the last video. It provides Onslaught that boosts the attack speed and attack damage of our minions. We also have here Perfect Guardian Turtle that casts Determination, adding a strong layer of defense. I've also upgraded my Animated Guardian with key items Dying Breath and Leer Cast to boost the damage of nearby allies, together with Gruthkul's Pelt for significant life and regeneration, making my Guardian much tankier. Despite these upgrades, there's still plenty of room to improve. I'm still looking for a better one that can boost my skill levels and improve my curse automation, because I still have this old one that I got. Currently, I'm still casting manually Desecrate and Flesh Offering, but with a new one featuring the Trigger Socketed Spells mod, this issue should be resolved. I personally use this build for blight farming, and so far it's been handling that content quite well. And I have even tried a blight encounter in a T17 maps and cleared it with no problem. That's all for now. I'll be adding more updates and more improvements as I continue to develop the build. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, Exiles, and see you again.